Hello friends, welcome you all to this video series on saluting women in history. Those with even a cursory knowledge of the history behind education in India will have heard of Savitribai Phule, who valiantly fought against the oppressive hierarchies of caste and gender to challenge untouchability and educate girls, among other critical social interventions. Along with her husband Jyotiba Phule, she fought against caste discrimination, the scourge of untouchability, and worked towards the emancipation of women during the 19th century India. Most of us know the valuable contribution of Savitribai Phule towards the education of girls, but few know the woman who made the goal of Savitribai Phule possible. She was none other than Fatima Sheikh and is widely recognized as the first woman Muslim teacher in India. She not only taught in the school but also worked with Savitribai Phule to establish the first school for girls at her own house. Besides, the unity of Dalits and Muslims has been emphasized by these two great women of Maharashtra who opened the doors for women empowerment. The story begins when Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai started teaching women of the lower caste communities at their home in Pune, which were threatened by the locals. Their families were even targeted and were given the choice of either stopping all their activities or leaving their home. But they obviously chose the latter. Neither their family nor their community members stood for what they fought for. Abandoned by everyone around, the couple searched for shelter to live and to fulfill their educational dreams for the oppressed sections of the society. During their search, they came across a man called Usman Sheikh, who was living in Mominpura in Ganjpet of Pune, then referred as Pune. He offered his home to the Phule couple and agreed to run a school in the premises. At the Sheikh household, his sister Fatima helped Savitribai Phule to set up the first school for girls during the year 1848, and it was named as Indigenous Library. It was no surprise that almost everyone from the upper caste of Pune was against the practices of Jyotiba Phule and Savitribai, and there were even attempts to murder Jyotiba Phule. But it was Fatima Sheikh who helped and supported their cause in every possible manner. In addition, both Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai Phule were enrolled at a teacher training institution run by Cynthia Farrar, an American Christian missionary. According to the archives from the era, it was Usman Sheikh, inspired by the Phules, who encouraged his sister not just to educate herself but also spread its gospel to all members of the society. As an outcome, Fatima Sheikh was not only risking the wrath of caste Hindus but also Orthodox Muslims, as both groups at the time were deeply opposed to the idea of equal access to education. But this did not stop Fatima Sheikh, who not only undertook training alongside but also soon after began teaching others. According to an account from Feminism in India, defying all norms, Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai Phule set up the school and even went to a training institute to become professional teachers. They were soon joined by another social reformer, Saguna Bai, who later became another leader in the education movement of the marginalized people. Through her time with Savitribai Phule, Fatima Sheikh had taught in all the 5 schools that the social reformer couple went on to establish, and she taught children of all religions and castes. Fatima Sheikh took part in the founding of two schools in Bombay in 1851 and continued to do so until 1856. It is to be mentioned here that when Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai Phule started going to schools which were established by Jyotiba Phule, people from upper caste community used to harass and abuse them. They were stone pelted and sometimes cow dung was thrown at them, as it was unimaginable for the upper caste community to see lower castes of the society getting educated. Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai did not pay attention to these hindrances and continued their work, says Siddhant Mohan, the editor of Two Circles. Aside from such hostility, there are even reports that some had attempted to take their lives. Despite the challenges before Fatima Sheikh, she maintained her pursuit of approaching every household in her neighborhood and community, asking families and encouraging them to give their girls a shot at a decent education irrespective of faith. Several writings say that Fatima Sheikh used to spend hours counseling parents who did not wish to send their girls to schools. Therefore, today, every educated Indian woman owes a debt of gratitude to Savitribai Phule and Fatima Sheikh. On the occasion of Dalit History Month being celebrated in April, an internet archive, Dalit History, writes about Fatima Sheikh. The friendship between Fatima Sheikh and Savitribai Phule was one of respect, compassion and synergy. Throughout their time together, Savitri would often mention her in her letters to Jyotirao Phule with affection and concern. Their friendship lives today in the form of the work they have done in creating both foundation will and actual structures for uplifting of the marginalized. Fatima Sheikh, like many other Indian women reformers, has remained unknown and uncited in history. The little that is known about her comes from her association with the Phules. Fortunately, the government has made some attempts to acknowledge her role. In 2014, Fatima Sheikh's brief profile was included in the school Urdu textbooks of Bal Bharati Maharashtra State Bureau, along with the likes of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Zakir Hussain and Abul Kalam Azad. This acknowledgement proves the fact that she played a crucial role in ensuring that children, irrespective of gender, caste or religion, had access to education, and the results are there for everyone to see. As an outcome, Fatima Sheikh is now widely regarded as the first Muslim woman teacher in India, and it is a badge which Indian Muslim community wears with pride. Fatima Sheikh's life stands as a testament to social reforms that were championed by Indian women in the pre-independence era despite facing immense social resistance. Though debatable, 9th January marks the birth anniversary of Fatima Sheikh, and we salute her for her amazing work, which is of a large significance as she probably marked the first joint struggle of the Dalits and the Muslims. The unity amongst the oppressed groups has always directed the struggle of liberation, as was later seen in larger movements like Chalo Thiruvananthapuram and Dalit Asmita Yatra. Her contribution to motherland is unforgettable in the pages of history, and we as a society must give her the due credit. To conclude, Fatima Sheikh, a Muslim woman, thus stood steadfast in solidarity with the cause of educating and empowering women of downtrodden and Muslim communities. They have been educationally empowered in the Indian society during the contemporary times. Therefore, we all need to remember the struggle, contribution and sacrifice of Fatima Sheikh, and she is a woman to be given a big salute in history. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video with another important topic.
Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.